Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast, episode 615. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
Corey Feinsod.
Yo.
And Tony Korkanakis. Sorry, guys. Welcome, listeners, and welcome, viewers. Sorry if there was a little pause on Twitch there, guys. If you're on this, you're watching this feed from YouTube the following day. I had a pause there because I was kicking our recording bot out of here so we didn't see him on the video, and then I flipped back and I was lost where I was. So little delay, but not too bad. But welcome to the Moviecast, folks. And as Tony had said, there's some news here. We have some. We'll have an actual trailer this week for the Mario movie, right? Yeah, the 6th.
Yep.
But we're gonna get into that.
Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that shortly. But guys, what have you been watching? Like, She-Hulk, right? I mean, by the way,
No.
I really enjoyed this episode of She-Hulk. Like, I thought this was a great episode. Like, my favorite of the season. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think the banter that they had, and
It's good banter.
Yeah, and it was like it was that. I don't know. I guess I just love the group setting with that, with like the like an AA group kind of meeting, but with the villains. And I just I loved it. I was actually laughing a little bit in it, and it's rare that I by myself am sitting at a show laughing during something like that. It's got to be really funny. So I don't know. I really enjoyed She-Hulk this month and this week. Sorry, and yeah. I mean, waiting for a big cameo still. I don't know when that. I'm guessing that's finale. That's what at this point I'm going to guess finale. There's 10 episodes for this, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
So I don't know. Really good. Who else saw that? I know Mike didn't see it.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually it's a quick watch, so it's
30
usually
minutes.
pretty easy to get.
I think.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. I mean, it's nothing like super special about this show, but it's not bad either. It's worth the time, I think. So
Yeah.
and I do think they did themselves a disservice by showing Daredevil so early as far as the promotional stuff, because now everybody's just waiting for it the entire time, and so when you're not getting it, it's like, well,
you're disappointed.
what's going on here? Yeah. You can't just enjoy the episode for what the episode is.
Because you're watching for it.
Yeah, I feel like maybe they tipped that too early for whatever reason. I'm sure marketing was like, no, we gotta tease it. You know?
Oh,
stuff like that.
I mean, not sports in this podcast, but I gotta say, Aaron Judge just did it.
Yahoo!
62.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, everybody, if you're watching this for games. I'm giving my.
I was able.
Moviecast.
I was able to watch
movies,
Game
sorry.
1 today, but not Game 2 at the doubleheader today. And Game 1, he looked like shit. I'm like, he's not doing it.
Yep. Nope.
But,
He
all right.
just there it is.
Good.
Home run, leadoff home run of the game, the doubleheader. So, all right, congratulations.
Legitimate home run king now.
Yes, not steroids related. I understand. So, anyways, back to the movies and TV shows, guys. She-Hulk was great. I think, did I mention I watched Edge Runners last week? I did, right?
You mentioned you watch up to 5.
Yeah, I only finished 2 more episodes. I think I'm on 7 now. Yeah, so it's good. I love it. It's a great show. I've been a little bit preoccupied. Like, my gaming this week is not strong either.
You got a big thing coming up, so
I have a lot of meetings going on for personal things going on here this coming weekend, and it's a little stressful. It's a little trying to make sure everything's coming in, into place. For the way my mind works, I just want things wrapped up before I as fast as possible to get it So when I work on things at work, I just like to get everything done. I don't care if I have to work till midnight. I'll just do it to get it done. So then I can the next day is a quieter day kind of thing. I can't do that here because you're still waiting. But anyways, so that's I think it for me. I know that I watched something else and I'm gonna have to remember it during this. But anybody watch Lord of the Rings? Tony, did you get I heard the newest episode was great. I didn't get to see it though yet.
No, I need to catch up. I think I'm like 3 episodes behind or something like that.
Yeah,
it's one of those things
now, 6 or 7.
Yeah, something like that. It's one of those things I just need to get back on top of. Like with that, it's a bit harder to watch because it's like the 1 hour, commitments and stuff like that, and it's just like, I feel like if I watch one, like it's gonna be hard for me to be like, okay, well, I'll be fine with not watching the next one, and it's like, okay, well, now we're at like, I might as well just watch treat it like a movie experience because it's like 3 episodes, 3 hours. It's like, oh, okay, stuff like that. So I will catch up at some point.
Yeah, I heard this episode is very highly regarded and a lot of action apparently, supposed to be incredible. So the latest.
Yeah, I saw some memes on Twitter.
Yeah,
I mean, In related news, I have been I did start watching the extended versions of the Lord of the Rings movies because I was like, yeah, it's been a while. I think my boys would like some of this stuff, so
How do
I
they
started
hold up?
watching it. They hold up really well.
Yeah.
Like I've only done the Fellowship because they are like 6 hours long.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
it's like yeah, but it's amazing how well it holds up, even with the effects and stuff. It's pretty crazy.
That's impressive then. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really because a lot of it was like practical effects as far as like how they position cameras and things like that instead of like just inserting,
CG,
composites and shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was very 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 cool because I think they kind of went away from that with The Hobbit. It was like Hobbit is way more effect driven, I felt.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, cool. I also did watch Andor, the first episode.
Okay.
Excellent. It is very good first episode. I will say that, guys. Like,
No, I mean I've only heard like show is the best
Yeah.
show Star Wars show since Mandalorian.
I
So
gotta say, like, I really thoroughly enjoyed that episode. Like, it is something.
Why?
Because it's completely different. It's new. It's actually what's weird is it's not new because it's a prequel, but it's new in terms of they give us a new set piece. They give us all new characters, and they
Do
give
you remember any of these characters' names on like
yeah,
Rogue One?
I think so. But they give us that Star Wars like smuggler kind of vibe that we used to love about Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like they give you that scoundrel kind of vibe, which is good. You want that, because we don't get that much anymore. And and you have, like I said, just a new set piece for a new world that's not snow or sand.
Is it actually believable and not fucking? Oh, that's like a California quarry or something.
No, it looks good. I mean, it's like
that's where they filmed Power Rangers. I know that for a fact.
it's like a slums of a city kind of thing, and they have like windows. Like it kind of looks like it could be like an Amsterdam, futuristic Amsterdam kind of thing. Like you would see, like that's what it feels like, a futuristic Amsterdam.
I think like the shows that seem to be more successful are like the ones that are like a dirty future instead of like this clean cut future. Like Obi-Wan felt so like, even though they're on like Tatooine like a lot of times and others, it just felt like so clean and like it wasn't like this like harsh reality of the future in of like the Empire and oppression and stuff. Whereas like Mandalorian was like a dirty like
Gritty,
gunslinger. Yeah, exactly. And so then this is supposed to kind of similar in that regard.
That's what it feels like.
From what I hear,
I gotta say, like, they don't skimp on special effects in this either. Like, I wish, I still say, I wish that they would give some of the Marvel shows like this, whatever the Star Wars budget is for these shows, because like these episodes have to cost a fortune, and
probably.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it was good. Tony, what have you been watching though?
Let's see. I didn't. What was it? I watched Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. It's a movie that came out earlier in the year.
Michelle
Yeoh. Done by I think published by A24 and stuff like that. And that is an excellent movie. Very mind meldy, kind of like a lot to handle, a lot to like process and stuff like that, because it deals with some like multiversal aspects and stuff like that. It's got a really cool story, really cool like background in terms of like lore and stuff like that. It reminded me a lot of like Matrix actually in a lot of ways, and I think they even referenced that in some of the commentary I had watched the one night. But it's really cool. Honestly, it's one of those movies that I would recommend just going to watch without knowing anything or as little as possible, and just strap in for the ride and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So after watching it, it's up there with Top Gun Maverick for like movie of the year for me right now. It's like both of those things, completely different things. They do what they achieve or what they set out to do. They did it very well. It's just, again, it's like popcorn summer flick, or like like indie, like kind of hard to digest. Very funny too, actually, I have to say. Very funny movie too. It's just like, what the hell is going on sometimes. Not kid friendly. I would not recommend seeing it with children around, just to get some context there. But yeah, awesome movie. Michelle Yeoh nails it, despite like obviously in her age, like she still looks amazing. And the stunt work she managed to do for this is just incredible. So
that's awesome.
I recommend that movie. Yeah, that's at some point.
And short round, not short round. Yeah, he was the actor from Goonies. He was really
Yeah,
good.
he's the male lead. Yeah,
Really good in this.
he did a great job.
It's
Yes,
his return. It's his return to acting.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because I was like the whole time I'm like, this guy seems really familiar, but I'm like going through all like the movies in my head that I'm like, oh, with Asian characters in it. And so I'm like, what the heck? And then it wasn't until later that like somebody on Twitter was like, oh yeah, that's him, and I was like, oh my god, like,
Yeah.
mind blown kind of thing.
Yeah, he's in something else soon. I think he's going to be involved in something else too. So he's back. Data's back. All right,
The Jones.
Mike. Anything else for you, Mike? What have you been watching? Not much.
Nothing.
Really? You're getting some shows, man. I'm telling you, like, I know you know the premise of The Good Place, but you should still watch The Good Place. It's a great show. Come on, man. It's a good show. Watch with the wife. Come on. All right. Let's get into some discussion about...
I did watch like the other stuff too, but
did I didn't think I cut you off. I'm sorry. Go on.
I was just saying because you were talking about Rings of Power, so I was like, oh, I didn't watch the Lord of the Rings.
Go on, Corey.
I just wanted to mention I did finish the Karate Kid season 5. I guess that was.
Yeah, did I say?
Cobra Kai.
I finished that last week. I blitzed that. Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying you like stayed up till like 1 o'clock in the morning or something to finish it.
It was incredible.
Well, it's a good show. Like I
loved it.
I don't know. For me, I think I liked it better with Daniel and Johnny going at each other than with them together. Personally,
you think they've expanded too much? They've expanded.
No, it's. I mean, it's fine. It is what it is now, and like you gotta evolve. You can't just do the same thing for 5 seasons in a row.
Yeah, 5 seasons would be a bit much.
I just think personally, I felt like better. Like I liked it when it was like them butting heads.
But that's what the show's about, though. The show's about becoming better.
No, I'm not saying it's wrong.
I'm not saying I'm just saying like.
I'm just saying like personally, I felt like the earlier seasons I liked more than the seasons now. It's just they're not bad. I like their dynamic better than the dynamic together with like, them going against these other guys. But no, it's cool, and I'm excited to see where they go because if this is the final season, it'll be interesting to see. What Cobra Kai never dies, so we'll see.
Yeah. So all right. So that'll be it for what we've been up to. Let's
a lot of Korean representation in there, even though there's a lot of karate.
Korean in there. There was, yeah, I know.
It is weird. Like that is the one. Now that you guys are watching, I didn't mean to bring that up. I was slightly confused by like them talking about karate, and then it's like they're talking about taekwondo. I'm like,
taekwondo is because taekwondo is like isn't like the foundation? Isn't that the foundation of everything, anyways?
Yeah, they're all speaking Korean, so I'm like, oh, well, it's interesting.
Well, there were a lot of Korean instructors, and it's just like...
Well, they were all, like, the master was a Korean, like, Tang Soo-do and stuff.
And that's the basis of karate anyways, I believe, so it's all but, all right, let's get into some news. Hang on, I'm going to get some open here. Well, we had the Black Panther trailer.
Oh, hold on. You're skipping the box office, Jim.
Oh, I have to talk the box office. Yay. All right, let's go to the box office here. Let's talk about what we got.
We need to get some like a little shock to the system in there.
What weekend was this? This was week
defibrillator action.
Smile at 22 million.
It did it.
Marketing campaign for that.
Avatar re-release 5 million. That's at number 4. Yay! So how bad was this box office this week?
Pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty. Yeah, I mean, Smile did 22 million, and
that's about what you would expect for something like that.
Yeah, they did some good marketing with that. I was talking about that last week at the baseball game. They had people just sitting there in the front in like although they paid that, they're paying like $1,200 a seat for each person at a baseball game to just sit there and smile the whole time. It was hilarious because the one person I watched on TV, the usher came in and told her to sit her ass down because she was standing up with a smile shirt, and he's like, you can see him say, "Ma'am, sit your ass down."
Nice.
They don't know. I guess they didn't tell anybody. They're just going there to advertise. So viral marketing, right? Yeah. So Smile 22, The Woman King at not The Woman King. Which one's number 2 here? Oh, there's
you got it open.
Oh, it's Smile. Don't worry, darling. The Woman King, Avatar, and Bros.
There's a lot of controversy with that movie. Don't worry, darling.
Yeah. Everyone involved in it hates each other.
Yeah,
coming off of it.
Well, except for Harry and Olivia.
Yeah,
I like the trailer
there's your
enough.
office romance
was
not
this the
working out
movie
again.
where what's his name got spit on? Is this one where he spit
Chris
on
Pine?
Chris Pine got spit on?
Supposedly, yeah, I don't know if that's real. I don't. Of all the things, I think that's the least real. All the other things, I tend to put a little
It
credence
was like
to.
what
But that,
Shia gets fired, but then he says he wasn't fired, and he leaks like posts
like
of
actual
illegal.
screenshots of what he said and how he quit. So,
Mhm.
yeah, no, it's a
Whatever. It's
mess.
just funny because like usually like all publicity is good publicity, except nobody talks about your movie. They're just talking about all the shit that's going on in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't really work out for them.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into some news. Like I said, we have Black Panther 2 trailer and pre-order of tickets went live.
Yeah.
With the trailer release. So we get a lot of Namor in this.
That's cool.
And
See.
yeah, I mean, it looks awesome. We got
We talked about him being a mutant last week, and
yeah, we
so
can talk
like
about that. And we got a couple of Black Panther sightings in this. Actually, there was one big one, obviously, and one behind the scenes that somebody caught in a screen grab. So there's actually like 2 in this movie. It looks like.
That's weird.
Yeah. Any theories, guys? Killmonger?
no, then Baku, like it's
M'Baku?
probably gonna be Baku.
Yeah, I think M'Baku as well. Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to see it.
One is definitely.
Weren't you fighting me on that when I said it was going to be M'Baku?
No, I didn't
I thought
fight you.
somebody on here.
I was saying
okay.
I would say this is what I want. I
okay.
absolutely think this is what will happen, but
Gotcha.
I want is something
Okay.
else.
I
Yeah,
thought somebody was.
Shuri's
like, no,
definitely. Shuri's the
Shuri's
other one,
in the
right?
suit.
Definitely
I mean, that's
in the
what.
suit right there, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would what I want or what I would have wanted was shoot, now I'm forgetting their names, but
Okie?
no, the other one.
Yeah, who's in Baku? Is that the other tribe
the love
leader?
interest.
Mm-hmm.
And Baku's but the love interest. I can't remember her name now, of course.
Natia or
but I would have liked to see her take Black Panther. But like again, there's a lot of theories going around that there's gonna be multiple people wearing the suit at some points.
Multiple
and then we
people
also get to see Ironheart suit.
Yeah, we got a quick of
Is
Iron
that
Man
what that
there.
is?
Yeah, that was Iron Man.
I'm like who's doing an Iron Man like thing right
I
now?
have no idea who that character is. I don't follow that in the comics, so I do know like loosely that she like takes over like the Iron Man suit for Tony Stark in the
Well,
comics.
she rebuilds her own.
Oh,
So she's like a super fan.
Okay, super fan. Okay, yeah. So interesting, and yeah, I mean, it looks like they're really framing this for like a war between the two, Atlantis and the
Right.
yeah, it definitely looks like Wakanda gets
Wakanda?
fucked
Yeah.
up. Like,
Yeah, because like in the comics, they do have a moment when Namor floods Wakanda in X-Men versus Avengers, I think it was.
Yeah.
And so like that's that pulling from that, but and again, he's kind of getting. There's a lot of moving parts behind the scenes in that. So like there are a lot of theories that there's someone else who's kind of manipulating the forces.
It has to be, and it's gonna be Doctor Doom.
I mean, that's what we want, but
that's what we want.
That's what we want.
I guarantee you, it's gonna be the post-credits thing. I guarantee. I'll bet anybody $5 right now.
I mean, I wouldn't bet against it because I want this to happen. I mean, this is what we need
it
right
is
now.
what we need. It is the villain that we need.
The one thing that worries me is that we know that King Dynasty and Secret Wars are coming. Like you're gonna rush. I just feel like you're gonna rush King
you're not gonna rush,
and then have Secret
you're not gonna
Wars.
Rush either. Like remember what they did with Thanos? They had him so early in the movies. Like
I know that, but I feel like that's what I'm saying. Like if Secret Wars is Doctor Doom's thing, right? So like he's got to be there for that. So you got to introduce him sooner than later.
Premiere now. You have to. Yeah.
Right. But I just feel that's what I'm saying is like you're gonna have these Avengers movies that are coming out in like 6 months apart or something like that, right? Or a year apart, whatever that is. And but they're gonna be going from Kang right to Doctor Doom seems weird. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how that's gonna work. We'll have to see.
But yeah, we got to see him fly too. It looks like Namor's flying around, zipping all over the place.
Yeah,
doing like double jumps like he's in a video game and stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Let's see. Armor Wars is no longer going to be a TV series.
Speaking of, Ironheart.
Yeah, that's why I'm tying it in. It's changing into a movie now. I think I guess they have high hopes for the numbers on this, or they just didn't have enough content for a full 8 episodes of something, right? Is that what we're looking at? Maybe.
I mean, I don't know. Like the thing is, like I don't have anything against Don Cheadle. I think he's a good actor, but the character, Brody, I don't know if it's
8
like
episodes for that.
Yeah, can you get like 8 episodes? And like what?
But is he a leading man also? That's the thing.
Right,
It's like,
right,
is he a
right.
leading man? This is that whole Anthony Mackie thing where how's this gonna work?
Right. So the thing is, I'm kind of wondering now if they adjusted it based on how well Ironheart was received in Black Panther 2 at the test screening and stuff like that. Maybe Disney's like, oh look, like she tested really well. Let's pair her up with
Let's make it
Don
into
Cheadle's
a movie.
War Machine, right?
Yeah.
War Machine and Ironheart.
Grab some box office hype. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So.
I mean, it does seem like most of these shows can be fit into a movie anyway, the way they're filmed. So they might not have had to change much of anything, really.
They may not have. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe there wasn't enough content anyways. It could have been like a 4-episode run at this point. So, which is a nice movie. So all right. I mean, it looks cool. I mean, I'm sure Black Panther 2 is going to give us more hype for the Armor Wars kind of movie now that we get more Ironheart stuff. So we'll see. Interesting. It's going to be interesting. We have also Nintendo going to do a direct, and now this is on the Moviecast, folks, because this is not based for games at all. There will
be the movie.
There will be a Nintendo Direct at 1:05 Pacific time. And on the 6th, that's Thursday this week. So that would be, if you're on Eastern, that's 4:05. I almost said 3:05. 4:05 Eastern.
3 hours.
So that will be the premiere of the Super Mario Brothers movie trailer. And they got a little poster released. Was it today they did this? Yeah.
It's key art.
Yeah.
And look, Mario looks like Mario.
Yeah,
it's so
looks
weird.
Great.
Right?
He actually looks a little more detailed himself. But no other character does. I'm a little worried about what he's going to look like.
What are you talking about? Honestly. I think it looks pretty awesome, and I think that is the highest res we've ever seen. Actually, that is.
I know, but do we want super detailed high res Mario? Is that?
I mean, you don't know what you want sometimes until you get it. So.
I wonder.
Listen,
because
because he's got wrinkles in his overalls.
By looking at this screenshot, the pressure is not on the animators. The pressure is on Chris Pratt to pull off Mario.
I mean, I'm just wondering where's Luigi, man. Come on.
That's the other thing. Again, if he turns around, looks exactly like Mario, and has an American straight accent, like what does that mean?
Yeah.
Nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Like,
how was it received?
People don't care.
Find out on Thursday. 2 days away.
Yeah.
The thing is, this movie is going to make bank.
It's going to do amazing.
And there are going to be a small segment of people that are going to be upset that Chris Pratt.
No matter what, yeah.
Yep. That's going to happen. And then they're going to move on, forget about it, and this movie's going to make a lot of money.
Yep.
I mean, that's what's going to happen.
We'll see.
Yeah. We will see. All right. Let's see here. What else? Oh,
1 year from now, we talk about how Mario is the highest grossing video game movie, by the way.
I mean, bold predictions.
Illumination.
Not even 1 year, maybe 6 months. Yeah.
We could do that on our coming year.
Or whatever it is. Whatever.
Yeah. But I mean, they've just been on a roll too. Like, who would have thought like Minions would be killing it at the box office?
Did as well as it did.
COVID.
I still can't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, that's what it is. I mean, you don't need you just need a serviceable story.
Yeah.
You need to appeal to the kids with iconic characters and stuff like that. Like, me as an adult, I looked at a Minion, I was like, it's just like a yellow, demented Kirby looking thing. But like, kids love that shit. Like, it's all over the place.
I mean, we'll look at like even with the space game, the sus game. What the heck?
Among Us.
Dang, I can't remember any names tonight.
The space game.
Like.
Dead Space? We're talking about that tonight.
I know we will. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, look at that, just like simple art, Fall Guys, simple, like silly, like, make plushies out of it, and there you go.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like simple shapes. I mean, like that's why they designed Kirby that way. They wanted kids to be able to draw them. So, and then before whatever you're saying, Nintendo did officially reveal their studio Nintendo Pictures for all the animated movie, etc.
Nice.
Projects that will be coming down the pipeline.
Zelda, can we please get a Zelda movie? Come on, please.
Oh, I mean, the strong rumor was that we were supposed to get that, but somebody at Netflix leaked it, and Nintendo shut it down because they were like, we can't trust you to protect our products.
So Illumination could be doing some amazing work here. This.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. If Illumination nails us, and I mean, after the success of Minions, I would be hesitant to say that with executive control with Nintendo,
I remember you saying you were actually happy back before that with Illumination getting it, because we were always talking like Pixar and all those movies, but like Illumination was in a better spot at that point. I remember you saying that on the podcast like a year ago when they announced that they were doing this, I think. So yeah, or maybe it was longer time. I even it's got longer than a year at this point. Jeez. But yeah, so all right. I don't think we have anything else really from movie news this week.
The only thing I would say is Community's getting a movie.
And yeah, the Community did announce a movie. I never got into that. You know, Joel McHale, he's he's a terrible human.
He's a piece of shit.
Yep, I didn't say it. I didn't say
Chevy Chase won't be in it. He's not involved. So
yeah, Chevy Chase is a piece of shit. So
yeah,
but
at least that's what I heard. He wasn't involved. So we'll see.
Yeah. So obviously we've never met these people, and I always joke about Joel McHale because there's probably nothing wrong with Joel McHale. I don't like him. I don't.
No, I would bet. I mean, I can't say definitively, but I would bet.
I don't like his face. I just don't want it. I'm just gonna push it over there.
It's like this Joel.
All right, and that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. So thanks for tuning in to the Moviecast. We have the Gamecast coming up though next. It is going to be a lot of news. It's going to be very busy work here. So please stay tuned for that. We will see you guys. We're out.